water. Ah! What?
I don't even know why I put this lip stain on. So, hey guys, welcome back to Natasha After Cancer. And I had my DIEP flap surgery on October 28th. And I think in my last upload, you guys are gonna have to bear with me. I don't have an outline of what I'm gonna say today. I very much intended to vlog week 1 through 2, week 2 through 3, week 3 through 4. But this journey definitely tried to take a detour. My body was not cooperating. So I know I talked a little bit about the vasovagal response that I had less than 12 hours post-surgery, which was very scary for me. And I had discharged home, and I think you guys saw a little bit of that in the last vlog. So I'm just going to make this a sit-down video just to really share with you guys kind of like where I am and what's been going on since that last vlog. Since that last vlog went up, I ended up back in the hospital. Yes. After they had to give me morphine for the pain, it really got real from there. And I ended up, in short, having to get 3 blood transfusions. Literally everything just left my brain. 3 blood transfusions. What else? Because I was in the hospital for 6 days, 5 days. Oh, I developed blood clots in both of my lungs and in my left leg. I had major GI issues, diarrhea, intensive cramping that literally mimicked contractions, and other stuff in between there. But the major things were the blood transfusions, the blood clots, and the GI pain, contraction, feeling issues that I was having. And it was so intense. I was so out of it. I was so exhausted. I was on so many different antibiotics. I think like 2 or 3 different ones. I was on Oxy like every 4 hours. It was a lot, but I was able to, thankfully, by the grace of God, come out of all of that. And that was also very scary. That was a very, very vulnerable time for me. There were times where my diarrhea was so bad that on a couple of occasions I ended up in tears out of embarrassment. Just the knowing that I had the blood clots, and that can be scary. And granted, when it came to the blood clots, when they first told me about it, they had done the CT scan first on the chest, and when they recognized that and they announced that, they didn't find out about the blood clot in my left leg until the following day. But I was so out of it that it registered, but I had absolutely no feelings about it. I was just kind of like, it seemed like just another thing amongst all the other things that I was feeling. I actually was just discharged exactly a week from today, so last Monday. And since then, it has been so much better, so much better. My incision line in the abdominal section, and I'll make sure to insert a picture, is healing. It's healing well. I got the green light to switch over from the surgical bra that I had on since surgery into like my own compression bra. And so here I'm wearing the Prairie Wear, I think it's the Hugger Luma, which I have in black, as well as this color. Make sure to check out Prairie Wear. They have like the best compression bras. I have just been really giving myself grace, trying to take it easy, taking it slow. I mean, what else can I do, right? I am no longer using the walker, so I am standing up straighter, and I'll show you guys. I'm not standing up all the way. I'm kind of like, so I was like this before in the last vlog. I'm kind of like right here. So here's kind of where we are. Also super exciting, I'm down to 1 drain. So I had 2 drains removed after the last vlog while I was in the hospital the second time. I had 1 abdominal drain on the left side removed about four days ago, and hopefully this one comes out tomorrow. This one's actually hurting quite a bit, so this is the one I'm super excited for it to come out. If it doesn't come out tomorrow, then my surgeon said more than likely it should come out by Friday. Yeah, honestly, I'm just giving myself grace. I keep saying I'm taking it easy. One of the questions someone asked me was, is it hard? Because I have a 10-month-old and a 4-year-old, and my brother-in-law was here helping us the first week. My mom has been here now for a week, and she'll be here until the end of the month, and then my mother-in-law will come to help through about mid-December. The hardest part for me is watching my babies. They're in, they're out, they're crying, they need, and obviously they're well taken care of. But as a mom, it is so hard to listen to your baby cry because he's hungry or he just wants someone to pick him up or whatever it may be, and I can't do anything. I can't do anything, and I'm not accustomed to that. I don't want to be accustomed to that. So mentally, that's probably been the most difficult part of being home and not being able to I can't lift him up, I can't carry him. And it makes complete sense how my surgeon had explained it. Outside of the abdominal incision, not bending down in a way that I could open that up. Also, the fact that, as we know, with a DIEP flap, arteries and things that have been transplanted along with the tissue, you don't want to carry a child onto your chest before the arteries and veins and things have had its opportunity to do what it needs to do, to spark and have that blood flow flowing continuously as it should. You don't want to mess with that. And that can happen if you're continuously having a baby on your chest. And my 10-month-old is strong, okay? That baby is a beast. He is strong. And if he wants you to get out of his way, he will push you. And if you're not careful, you will fall. So just being very careful with that. Did I mention my mom is here? So I've been eating good. But overall, I'm feeling so much better. I'm doing much better. I am going to be on blood thinners, and the specific blood thinners that I'm on is Eliquis, and I'm going to be on it for at least 6 months just to ensure that my body does not develop more blood clots, which would not be safe, right? So that's kind of where we are. Spend a lot of time just here in our bedroom. Every 1 to 2 hours I get up and I walk around the upstairs of our house just to make sure that I'm moving, I'm letting things flow. That's another way to avoid more blood clots. And it's interesting because my surgeon as well as was like shocked that I developed blood clots. They did everything they were supposed to do. I was moving around. Immediately post-surgery, they were literally injecting heparin directly into my legs, and I still developed a blood clot. So things happen. It's all a risk of any surgery, and I've had quite a few surgeries, so it's a risk. And my doctor is very thorough. As he explained the risks, even though those risks were small or a small percentage, he really did not think that I would be experiencing any of the things I've experienced. And here we are. I experienced all the things we didn't think I was going to experience. But it's all good. I'm blessed, I'm grateful. I have a lot of support. I've had friends send food to the house, friends who, sent groceries from out of state. They made sure that I'm really being taken care of. And it has also forced me to really, really sit still and let other people take care of the things around me. I think that's really all of the update I have today. Last thing I'll say is, despite everything that I went through, the amount of pain that I was in, the lethargy, the low hemoglobin, the blood clots, the blood transfusions, like everything, I don't regret the surgery. I mean, I'm still healing. I'm still extremely bloated, but I don't regret it. Having those implants out, which I know, and I don't think I've ever said this out loud, I know that I minimized the pain that I was going through with those implants. And I think it was just because I also knew I wasn't ready for such an extensive surgery. So I kind of just told myself, live with it, bear with it. It is what it is. These are kind of some of the difficulties that someone who's had a mastectomy would have to potentially deal with. And I happen to be one of those people. And I think I just really minimized the amount of discomfort that I was in all of that time, 2-3 years. And I'm really, 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 really glad those implants are out. So until next time.